What's up, guys? We're back at it again, boys. It's Jetbuster. We're gonna go ahead and continue on the story upon where we left off, like normal. We were more or less, we killed one of the primals, and now we're trying to help, you know, more or less Monogano and Elise and all of them go off to the peaks to continue on the next, more or less, expedition. And we're gonna find out really what needs to be done. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula and Imperiotis where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veldonia was important, eh? Right then, come along, they're waiting for us in Algira. Alright. Oh, now we're gonna start to get attacked by everything because of the level gap. Oh, such a long run. It's a ginormous crystal. I don't know what that is, but that thing's freaking huge. Holy smokes, look at that crystal. What is that? It wraps around. Alright, let's get the etherite real quick though. Oh, they have cannons and everything ready. Dang. Alright, Monogano, what you got for me? Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you have been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperiotis. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Ooh, what's this? Gear offending. Level 68. Really close to the level difference. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Nice. Oh wait, that's right. I wanted to test out my ability. Hold on, let me swap this out. Okay. Let me find something to kill really quick. I want to see how this charge ability works. Okay. So it's just kind of like a shield bash. Alright, it is pretty cool. It does a fair amount of damage too. 150 potency? Not bad. Anyway, let's continue on with our story here. Mr. Rubinon, what's up, bro? That everyone, then let us begin. Al-Gahiri is ours, and for mercy we took it without losing a single man, but we dare not grow complacent. Specula and Imperiortis will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we pause to consider the Imperial's motivations for Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is to the east, through Specula Imperiortis and Castrum Albana. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperiortis quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept that we have been what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then, the main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperiortis during this time. I would hold the Scions in reserve at Algary to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Jetbuster after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alice can stay with Jetbuster. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep in within an Imperial research facility. Here we go.
Oh, my head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Alias. Okay, so... Huh. Interesting.
This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
Oh boy. That's intriguing. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Ardenval's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter another beyond our means. Okay. So we gotta go kill some stuff. Alright, pretty straightforward. Alright. Alright, let's go. Imperial Canis. Okay, one down. Nice. Let's kill this Imperial Slasher. Do-do-do-do. Nice. Imperial forces have been taken out. Let's see. Give me a moment, Jetbuster. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me appraised of any developments. That was Arnold. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Jetbuster? Any trouble? There I was thinking we might be due of some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperiortis is going well. It's a really good question.
You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Hansfred, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Oh, snap.
What in the seven hells?
Boys, they fired the cannon. They've actually fired the cannon.
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? If you have been, it must have been the cannon at Castrum, Albania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still. Damn it! No one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed, or. We have to go right now. They need our help. Oh, well that's intriguing. This way, there's no time to lose. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even. Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. Oh, that's good. The lock of the mask cave appears to have been disabled. You only need a prise them open to pass through. Yes. I'm glad you're here, Jetbuster. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on Specula Imperatorius. I didn't think they had it in them to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods, damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evaluating, and many remain unaccounted for. LSA, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. That's just phantasmal. Wounded serpent soldier eating. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. Alright. For a moment there I thought I was bound for Dahl's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Storm soldier. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There, Algeri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Oh, that's intriguing. Temple Knight. No. Ugh, everything hurts. I think I was struck by Derberus from the tower. Wait, I know you, Jetbuster, or Ward of House Fortemps. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then, and now I can walk. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over here. Over there, please.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of the Castrum, Albania.
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Aniston. Oh! Holy crap!
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
Oh, our boy, Aniston.
You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
The savages are coming!
That was awesome. We could have killed them, we could have walked away. But instead, we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood, this was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. Gods as my witness, there will be a reckoning. Yeah, and Aniston is back. And he's just gonna wreak havoc, boys. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to the Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Algiri. Algiri. Got it, sir. Oh boy, oh boy. There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me you found Alphanide, tell me he is alright. Oh, thank the 12, I don't know what I would have done. Though, saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Algiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Okay. Simple enough, I guess. Supposed to be some wounded around here or something? The side. Yep. Wounded Imperial. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. To hells with this. I should be back home in Isambard instead of taking fire from my so-called comrades. Alrighty then. Well now. Resistance that's wounded. How are you wounded all the way out here? Thanks, my friend. Bloody torque in it came loose and I am having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine at rest on the rest of the way. Okay. Another soldier. Yep, right here. Oh, bless you. Kind wait, is that you, Jetbuster? I didn't recognize you at first, been feeling a bit dizzy, must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going, I can keep going. Insta teleport! Alphanide. We have given our commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when rites must be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give into despair. For the living and the dead. Gunbreaker weapon. What's this? Oh, it's one of those. That's kind of cool. Alright. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula in Pretorius. It is time we spoke with the General Alden. Okay. The deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we can not and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. We take another step towards Alamigo. However, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castro Albinia's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalmo and I arrived at Roger's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the science, but even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and we traveled and fought together. I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that, but don't worry, Nago. I'll come back, I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Jetbuster, would you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. I suppose someone's got to keep her out of our way. Then it is settled. We will wait. Await your return. Great. Sorry to drag you into this, Jetbuster. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. Okay. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I have a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Non-Criff's Hope, the ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? Climbing gear? Where are we going? Oh, okay. Alright. You sense a hostile presence. Guardian East. Attention. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see if you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right, then, time to climb. Oh, well, this should be intriguing. Phew, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. Here she is. Nooncref's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Sixth Umbra era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean, long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes even when they didn't want you to. I can't have been easy staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad or Hyan or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I could fight by your side. I could be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that the smoke from Castrum Albania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Jetbuster, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Albania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others, come on. So we went all the way up here just to look at this cannon and have a little dialect conversation with Lise. Okay. Alright, boys. Let's continue on with our journey. Let's see what she's got to say next, huh? Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Oh, I got the hiccups now. Zelkova longbow. Kinda cool. What about this? What's this? That's a cool rifle. I'll take the rifle. Ooh, what's this? Okay, that's a sword. A little skinny for a sword. What's this one? That's a bloody axe. Cool, no? Red tint. The Dark Knight arm. And this weapon is samurai sword. Okay, whoa, it looks pretty suave actually. There's no time to lose, Jetbuster. General Alden needs to know what we saw. Alright, teleportation we go. You are returned, Iola. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Nakun Crep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Albania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Albania at once. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. But that as it may, we need some risk. We need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the Castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If on the other hand it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target and we will wait at least know that the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk, but how are we to infiltrate the Castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Garabania, including Ratatata. Ratatata is home to many who hold menial positions at Kashamabania and other nearby installations with the aid of our allies there. I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll just be as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us go right by. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would LSA Jetbuster. I am sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I have no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Albania. Go and may Ralgar watch over you and keep you. Okay. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by a concern for bees, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Albania is the largest imperial facility in the peaks you see, and so the likelihood that Krill is being held captive there is quite high. Doing with that kind of remains on our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Krill might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Alright, boys. Let's get a move on. So, to review, we are to travel to Ratatata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarpon's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Jetbuster and these were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Albania. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarpon's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Alright, boys. Where are we going? We're going way out there. I don't know what I'm trying to cut through, but I feel like I need to go. Holy smokes, these guys are huge. They're called Mood Suds. They're like freaking demon walking reptilian things. I don't even know what it is, but that's crazy. Yeah, it's basically a demon. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue to Specula Imperiortis. Bum, 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 bum. We sense a hostile presence. Alright, let's take him out then. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Elise. Come, Rattata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Where in the world is Rattata? Okay. A true griffin. Pure white. What in the world is this? An Imperial head. The Iron Road. Getting windy, but in a weird kind of way. Well, it looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke from above Castle Mabania anywhere. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Alphana said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Interesting. A Rogadin woman. lot of people here. Oh, hello. Young Hellsguard. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of men to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, cause I'll not speak on it more, at least not here. Outside Rattata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Okay. Hey, was that who I think it was? Oh, that's a relief of a relief or a trap. Either way, we'll find Alphanot and LSA. We'll meet you there. Nice. Not followed, were you? Good. Freaking short as all get out in comparison to her. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, she's like a freaking tower. That all of you, is it? Oh, let's go get it. Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarvin. Name's Stark Wood. The rest you know, or you wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatorius and Canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but once they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had more jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely, so the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castro Mobania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Could you help us? That much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Interesting. Alright, what's this weapon? Okay. What are these daggers? They're kind of cool. And what about the shield? Again, the shield is not of my liking. Alright. Continue. Price of freedom. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Jepasser, you and your ever dependable allies will enter the castrum with my sister and I by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. From there, you will proceed into weapons research and unleash bloody mayhem. At the same time, Alice and I will create a diversion elsewhere, and in the ensuing confusion, Lisa and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. If all goes to plan, our three parties will subsequently converge on this location. Together, we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the cache room. More stuff to kill, boys. Oh, random destination is literally right in front of us. That's funny. Alright. Kill the salvage. Enemy soldiers here. Yes. Well, all up in here. Resistance. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, it will be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. By Rolgar, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Jetbuster is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in his company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Jetbuster, we shall divide into two groups and proceed via separate routes into the cache room. Remember that our objective is to cause as much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from Lisa and her men. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the resistant forces and show them to their entrance. May Rogal guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Shipbuster. When you need and yours, when you and yours are ready, we shall begin. A dungeon, Castrum Abania. Okay. Is this really a dungeon? Interesting. Guess it's a dungeon. Alright, boys. Castrum Abania. Well, that was quick. I think people were waiting for a tank, huh? Castrum Abania. Why I can't be high enough level yet? Freaking like Blastoise purple. Pretty big dungeon. The dungeons are definitely getting bigger, boys. Magna Rotor. That was fun. Definitely different, but fun. Magitech pods. What are in here? Hyper tube. Oh, that's what they were doing. They were trying to test out a hyper one person. build is this? Number XX IV. But is he like an Alamegan? Yeah, he was. Or not Alamegan. He was one of Sid's type people. I forget what they're called. Why is the word eluding me? I don't know. What in the world is coming? Oh my. I need to kill everything, I guess. Keep on dropping stuff on us. That's funny. Legion Colossus. Alright, let's go. Boys. We're at the central compound. it out, boys. Fortune was promised testing subject. Dope. That was cool, man. And I have earned it. Well, how can we go?
Are you all right?
Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
We killed it, boys.
Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?!
Aye. I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right! I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolf, Emlyn, all the rest, trained and fought with every last one of them, good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths, and I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Lise! Gotcha! I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, we did it. Castor Mabani belongs to us now. Nagano and her people took Alice to Radatata to receive treatment. Alphanod tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won and with minimum casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Curly wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Rubidon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Alright boys, we're gonna stop here. It's definitely been a long journey. It's getting a little bit late. But we'll continue on in the next episode. So we got to go off and see kind of what this, you know, butcher chick can do, and she's got some crazy cyborg abilities, like in her eye. I don't know if you want to call it Naruto, you know, Sasuke nonsense, but it's kind of intriguing. But we'll find out. But I'm getting off. You guys have a good night. Peace. If you like the videos, subscribe, follow, all that great stuff. It's greatly appreciated if you do. But have a good night. Peace.